Hello everyone, my name is Yamota and in this part of the project, I will demonstrate creating the Azure storage account for Coursework data ingestion. So the goal of Coursework is to ingest the 6 CSV files from GitHub repository into Azure Data Lake Storage and 2 using Azure Data Factory. So I first log into the Azure portal to create storage account. So I go to storage accounts and I click create. So here I can start creating the storage account. So for the subscription, I chosen Azure for students. These are the resource group I have already created. Uh, I will click, I will create a new one. Coursework 2 is Azure. So this will be my new resource group. For the name, Coursework test. Okay. For the region, it is limited, so I can check my allowed locations to go to the Azure policy assignments. Here, these are the allowed locations I can use for my region. So I've already chosen Indonesia Central. For the storage type, I choose Azure Data Lake Storage and 2. For the performance, I have chosen standard. And so while creating the storage account, I have to enable hierarchical namespace, which is necessary because it turns the storage account into ADLS Gen 2, allowing directory-style storage for raw and transform data. So now I can review and create. I have to wait a bit. So there is no issue, so I can just create. I can review. Also, all good, so I can create. So now my deployment is in progress. I have to wait a bit. So now my deployment is complete. I can go to the resource. And now I will create new container. So I will go to containers and click add container. And here I will add data set like this. A new container create. So here my storage container is successfully created. And so I will go to the container. And here I will add two new directories. Raw data for storing the original CSV files. It is added. And another one, transform data for storing files after database processing. And it is successfully added. So this completes the storage setup, and that is all for my presentation. Thank you all for watching.
Hello, my name is Tân and I'm going to present about the ingestion of CSV file from the GitHub using the Azure Data Factory. After creating the storage account, raw folders and transfer folders, I need to create and deploy the Azure Data Factory. Here I will select the Data Factory and create the new one. For the resource group, I select my resource group, and for the name, I give it to Coursework 2 Data Factory. For the region, I select the recommended region, Southeast Asia, and it is the function tool. And then you can click the review and create. For the link service, I need two connections. First, HTTP service for the GitHub source. Second, for the scene, I search for Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 and select the account I just created. For the dataset, the source is the HTTP CSV file from GitHub. For the scene, I select the Azure Data Lake Gen 2, choose the CSV format and browse it to the raw data container we created earlier. I go to the resources and click the red. And then here is the data factory I just created. And then I will launch the data factory studio. After launching the studio, I'm creating the pipeline with the copy data activities. I'm going to ingest the executive 10 CSV file. The time for the sources, for the source dataset, I need to create a new one. I choose the HTTP and CSV file format, and then the main will be executive tab. Create a new link service. Executive tab for the base URL. I will get it from the GitHub. Here is the executive tab CSV file. Raw folder and select the URL that pastes into the base URL. The authentication type will be anonymous and you can create. Then OK. For the sync dataset, I need to create a new one. Select the Azure Data Lake Gen Lake Storage Gen 2. Select the CSV file format. ATLS executive time. It need to be underscore. For the link service, create a new one. The authentication type will be account key. The selection method will be the Azure selection, Azure subscription will be Azure for storage. The storage name will be my storage account name. Then you can create. After creating, you need to map the file path. Here I will select the raw data second time folder. In this folder, there is no file. Select and get the folder name. It's get the time. The import schema will be the none. Then OK. And need to select this one. Needs to validate first. And it's showing the pipeline has been validated. Then start the debugging. Here you can see it is quick. After waiting a second, it will show the succeed. And then here it shows the succeed. So if I check in the storage account, in the storage raw data factory, raw data, second time folder. Here you can see the executed 10 file and it showing the data. Now the test one is complete. Thank you all for watching.